everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. In this episode, I'll be reviewing the Ultimatum Season 1, Episode 4. We catch up with the new couples as they go to introduce their new partners to their family members. And also towards the end of the episode, the ladies get to meet up and the guys get to meet up. So I'll start off by discussing that bit and then I'll go into the family meetings. For me, personally, I don't get the concept of the ladies and the guys meeting, because from Married at First Sight, what I've noticed is when they do meet up, it's because they're trying to sort of help each other through the experience. They're telling each other what they're experiencing and they're trying to give each other ideas and suggestions of how they can sort of maneuver the hurdles in their relationships. And the same, I think, happened on Love is Blind. And so it's a bit confusing that on the Ultimatum, yes, they did highlight Rhea said, Jake felt April doesn't listen to him. She doesn't give him the opportunity to speak. Madeline said the same thing about Randall and Shanique. And, and it's a bit confusing in the sense that as much as everybody was giving each other feedback about their partners, what I didn't get was the end bit whereby people started, it came across as bragging when someone is saying, oh, I kissed your boyfriend and they had a boner, I kissed your girlfriend, I'm falling in love with your girlfriend. And you think that's not necessary. The reason why these people came to this experience was so that they could learn about their relationship and they could try and grow within their relationship. If they're not able to grow with their relationship, maybe try and grow within a new relationship. If not, they can move on. But it ended up being so messy and so toxic, and so because people's feelings in the end were hurt. And at times when things like that happen, all the constructive feedback that was given at the start sort of loses its essence, because people then now tend to focus on the negative bit, which is, oh, my boyfriend is making out with so and so, my girlfriend is making out with so and so. And so it's a bit confusing. I think they should have just stopped at it, had conversations, had discussions, and maybe talked about what happens if you develop feelings and not stated clearly that I am falling in love with your partner. Because if you're falling in love with somebody's partner, what happens when the experience ends? Does that mean that your feelings just end as well? I don't know.
I think my opinion carries a lot of weight with Rachel. She'll tell me a story about Zay, and you just get a feeling about people. My approval hasn't been that high, but this is the first time I felt like, okay, this guy's okay.
And Ria's meeting with their parents, very interesting, because normally the lady's family is the one that's more sort of against any new relationship, from what I've experienced. And so it's interesting in the sense that I think Ria's dad was impressed by the fact that Jake was in the Marines, and as soon as he said that, everything else was okay, because he seemed very impressed with Ray. I don't think he's as impressed with Zay as he was with Jake, and so he seemed happy with his daughter's choice. He seemed comfortable with his daughter dating Jake, which I'm not saying Jake is a good guy, but I don't understand the hype of their relationship personally. I don't see it, and I like the fact that Jake's mom was honest with her son. And I think she asked the questions that you're supposed to ask. And she wanted, I think she was sort of taken aback when sort of Rhea said she can't see herself creating a future with Jake, because it seemed, or I got the impression that she thought that these people would just be dating and it would just be superficial. So when she suddenly heard as Rhea saying she's developing feelings, or she sees herself developing feelings for her son, that sort of took her back, and she immediately took her son away and had a conversation with him about why he needed to focus on April, because she felt that April helped her son grow, which is what every parent wants for their child. You want your child to grow. You don't want them to remain stagnant in one position. And I don't know. Even if Jake does propose to Rhea, when she sees that footage, it's going to leave a bad taste in the mouth, and I don't know how they can overcome it. And so if I were Rhea, I would just move on and find somebody else. But hey, that's me.
I introduced Colby and Madeline together, but on an attractive level, I definitely think Randall would be the better lover.
Randall, we didn't get to see Randall's family. And I'm a bit surprised that Madeline, instead of taking Randall to her family, she took him to her friends. And the friends didn't seem like the sort of friends you'd want, because when they started commenting about Colby, they were like mean girls, sort of picking him apart and criticizing him and stuff. And one of the friends even said that she slept with Colby, and it's like, why would you bring your new boyfriend to people like this that you know are toxic, people that are not helping you grow or develop, and people that say, or people that have been intimate with your ex-partner? What stops them from doing the same with your new partner? So I don't know. I just found it strange. I didn't quite understand it. And I don't know why Randall didn't introduce Madeline to his family, whether his family were not interested, or I don't know what happened there. Colby and and April, we didn't see them meet up with anyone. They seem to be getting along as usual. They're trying to make, to be accommodating. And it doesn't make sense them introducing each other to their family members, because it's nothing romantic. They're two friends that are living together, that are trying to help each other grow. And so there's no point in bringing in other people and just, for the sake of it. I see, Colby's trying to do his best to make April comfortable. She's trying to do her best to make him comfortable. They seem to be functioning very well. They seem to be helping each other sort of dissect their relationships and find ways forward, which was good. And then the final.
It's not you.
Yeah, it's not you.
It's not
at
you.
all,
They're
you
missing
know?
out.
Yeah.
Zay. I think he's a great guy. He's so vulnerable and honest, and he's funny. Who wouldn't want that, person for their daughter?
Final one is Shanique and Zay. I personally like Shanique and Zay. I think they challenge each other. I think they help each other grow. I think you can actually see them from day one, where she made him sleep on the couch. You can see feelings grow. You can see that they care about one another and they want what's best for each other. So they are my pick, and I'll always say this, even if they don't propose to each other or date each other. But I think they will continue to be in one another's lives, because especially after the family meeting, I liked how welcoming Shanique's family were to Zay, and this allowed Zay to open up and discuss his history and how he grew up, and his grandma, and the fact that when he became teary and he was trying his best not to sort of cry and sort of at the same time express himself. You could see how welcoming Shanique's grandmother was, and she said, since your parents don't remember your birthday, call me anytime. And so I think he's created a bond with his family. And even Shanique, you could see the approval on all their faces after speaking to him. I think they don't have that much of a high impression of Randall. I might be wrong, but their impression of Randall doesn't seem that, they don't seem very impressed, because the way they were all there, there were way more people there to see him, I think, than they are in the future episode when Randall comes back. And I like the fact that Shanique's dad gave hints that he does approve of Zay, and so he would be happy for Zay to date his daughter. I think, if nothing else, if Shanique, I'll repeat this, and Zay can work on their communication and how they communicate with one another, they can be a very successful and very powerful couple. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong, but I see, of all the couples on the show, they are the ones I see having a future together if they choose to work on it. If Zay doesn't step down because he knows that she's Randall's girlfriend and Randall came with her. I know he did sort of nearly lose his temper with Colby, but hey, Colby can rub people up the wrong way at times. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.